Okay, so I just had my first 10K month, online as an entrepreneur, or technically I do remote sales, but point is that I just made $10,000 in January, from my computer. So I'm just gonna show some proof, basically. This is how much cash that I've collected. If we go over here to the right, that's my name. These are the calls I've taken. This is how much money I've collected. This is my commission right here. This is not updated. I've made $12,000. January 1st through January 27th. So that is the, proof that I'm not just capping. But yeah, this is really insane because used to take me 2 weeks, or it used to take me a month to make $2,000. Now I make 2K minimum a week, and that's like a slower week for me, making 2K a week. But I mean, it's just absolutely insane. So I'm just gonna talk about like how the year's been and how I personally have gotten to this point. Now I'm gonna just kind of gist it. 1 year ago today, in January 2024, is when I decided to drop out of college. Stop playing football and to just pursue business. I've always kind of known that I wanted to start a business for myself, but I just didn't know the first step to take in actually making this happen. I was kind of scared to be honest. But when I stopped playing football, I was still in college, and I just sitting in a classroom learning from, a teacher who was like a, business professor. It just did not sit right with me because this person did not own a business, and I wanted to own a business. So why would I listen to this teacher, you know? So I was like, fuck it, dropped out of college, and I just started trying out all types of business models. So for the first 3 months, I was just trying out different things, trading, drop shipping, TikTok shop, fucking YouTube shorts, bro, like everything. Now, the one thing that stuck was TikTok organic. That's what I've started doing for the past, uh, actually, I did that for 7 months straight. In that 7 months, I was working all day long, recording videos, scrolling on a fucking burner account. Like, that business model is ass. But point is, I was doing that for 7 months, working literally morning to night. I only made $200. I was actually negative because I was spending hella money on that. I was spending money on courses, mentorship programs. Within this entire year, I spent about $10,000 on mentorships and courses. But um, around the 7th month mark, I was sick of it. I was sick of recording videos. I was tired of doing the business. Like, I was like, okay, I need to pivot into something else. So started doing my research. I started looking at different business models, looking at different people running different business models, and I decided that selling info products was the thing that I wanted to get into. So just to understand what that is. So a like an info product agency, like, or how can I explain this? So an info product is any information, service or products sold online that's like information. So like for example, a course sold online is information, right? So you guys, when you see those like drop shipping courses and all that, bullshit, there's somebody behind that running that entire business for the person that is marketing the drop shipping. I hope that made sense. But I realized that that was something that I'd be good at because I'm a good people person, and I'm just good with like that whole logistic shit. So um, I decided I wanted to start that business for myself, but I realized that it just didn't make sense to just try to start that business with basically no skills when I've just spent a year just recording TikTok. So I was like, okay, how can I get myself into this business so I can actually learn? And it's through joining the business. So if you're a person who runs like some sort of info product agency, whatever, you have a sales team, you have appointment setters, you have closers, and you have guys that work with you. So I was like, okay, if I can become an appointment setter on a good info product, I could learn the entire business. So that's exactly what I did. I found a really good product, a really good offer. That's what they call it. And I figured out who the appointment setting manager was. And I literally just sent him a video of my experience. I talked to him about, my sales experience. I talked to him about, you know, being an athlete, having, you know, work ethic, you know, having good grades, just a whole bunch of stuff. And I asked for a job, and he decided to give me a chance. I got hired on with like two other people. He said whoever collects the most money in a week is going to get good leads. I collected the most money in the first week. I collected $8,000, and then my second week I collected $27,000, which was just very good for, you know, this agency at the time. So on that second week, they promoted me to closer. I was not expecting it, but yeah, they promoted me to closer, and then I did another like 2 weeks appointment setting. But um, immediately, you know, like my first two calls, I closed two deals for like 3K. The first week for me was like hella slow. I was not making any money. I was making more money as an appointment setter. But then my second week is when I really started to get comfortable. And I just, I went pretty crazy. I collected like 27K. So that was about 3K in my pocket. And then the following week, I collected, how much did I collect? I collected like $41,000, which was 4K in my pocket. So I mean, like even just thinking about it now, like I hope that all made sense. I'm kind of rambling, but the point is that it took me 7 months to get to a point where I'm able to make $4,000 in 1 week. You know, I wouldn't have got here if I didn't, you know, fail over and over and over again for the past 7 months. But it's just absolutely insane because it is now January. Um, it's January, it's January 27th, and I've made $12,000 this month. And like even just saying that out loud is crazy because it used to take me a full month to make 2,000 fucking dollars. Now I make 2K a week minimum. You know, some days I make $1,000, but um, yeah, it's just crazy. Like I've been literally waiting to make this video. You know, my first 10K month as an entrepreneur, and the month isn't over, and I'm at 12. So, um, yeah, if I could tell my past self 1 year ago that was just getting into business, if I could tell him anything, I'd say uh, it's going to take a long time, but if you just continue working, you know, you continue trying out different things, eventually you will figure something out. But yeah, I'm just so grateful that I didn't quit, honestly, because now I'm in a position where I can make 10K, over 10K consistently for like months. You know, I'm now building a skill, which is sales. That's what I do. I'm a remote closer. I'm now honing in on a skill, a high income skill that can make me a lot of money. And I'm building connections with people who make a lot more money than me. You know what I mean? Guys that are making upwards of 6 figures a fucking month, you know, and I'm learning from them and learning how they operate and navigate this business model, you know, and it's insane, you know. I just came back from a crazy trip in Miami. I was able to spend very, very freely, and it's crazy because 1 year ago today, this was not my reality. I was like lost, didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I felt anxious and just like I felt anxious and just uncomfortable because I was a fucking college dropout. You know, I felt like a bum. I was working a minimum wage job, you know, living at home. Um, this was just not my reality whatsoever. And within 1 year, everything has changed. So, yeah, this video is getting kind of long. I've been rambling, but point is, like anyone who's trying to be an entrepreneur, just get into this whole online money space, you know, get to their first 10K. Like my biggest advice to you would be to just keep going, of course, but don't focus on the money. Focus on building a high income skill. Like what can you do every single day to get better at a certain skill? So, um, yeah, that's really about it. The point of this YouTube channel for me is just to track the journey, you know. I know that one day I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna own a business. I'm gonna achieve these goals that I've been thinking about for some time. So I just want to track the journey and show that this is possible for, you know, just check that this is possible. Simple as that. But also, I posted my first video like a week ago. Again, that's not when I started. I started in January 2024. So, I'm posting content now, but I've spent an entire year, in business. So, yeah, we'll see how fucking 2025 goes. But yeah, appreciate you for watching.